Jenna Dagenhart is standing by. Jenna, cereal maker Kellogg was downgraded by JPMorgan. What are analysts worried about?
Yeah, so Shahan, a lot of the worry here from JPMorgan analyst Ken Goldman has to do with the timing of the company's full turnaround of the bottom line. Goldman saying this is more of a 2020 event, might take a little bit longer than expected. So that analyst did downgrade the company to a neutral rating, also bringing the price target from $73 a share down to $66. And you might also be wondering about this consumer trend of more gluten-free diets. I spoke to another analyst about this, Brittany Weissman over at Edward Jones. She says this might play some role, but the bigger story is really these high-protein diets, high-protein smoothies, eggs, and on-the-go items. And as for what analysts overall are saying about Kellogg, we have 7 buys, 13 holds, and 3 sells.
Yeah, no, I think I'm contributing to that because I'm always on a high-protein, low-carb diet. Let's talk about major retailer Macys posting 4 straight sales gains, but shares still fell in early trading. What does this mean about investors' mood right now?
Yes, so Shahan, I think it's just really difficult for retailers to impress investors after a surprisingly strong first half of the year. We've seen a lot of consumer confidence in the U.S., which Macys and all retailers have been kind of benefiting from. And Macys, I mean, is up 40% this year right now, so it's difficult to bring that to the next level for them. I do want to point out a few positives from the earnings report. We're seeing double-digit e-commerce growth, which was something that Macys was really struggling with to, compete in this online space with Amazon. And the company said that it expects $1 billion in mobile sales this year. So that certainly is some positive momentum for the company heading into that crucial holiday sales.
And then let's talk about inflation. An underlying measure of U.S. consumer prices picked up in October while trailing forecasts on an annual basis. How does this fit into the bigger picture for the U.S. economy?
So Shahan, this will probably keep the U.S. Federal Reserve on its path of gradual interest rate hikes. We saw, excluding food and energy, the core consumer price index rising 2.1% from a year earlier. That's according to Labor Department report. And inflation is gradually gaining traction. Bloomberg actually spoke with former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan earlier, and he's saying that he thinks we are seeing some of the first signs of inflation. He points to a strong labor market as part of that. And also want to point out something from senior economist over at SocGen, Omar Sharif. He says that there was nothing in this report on inflation that looks like inflation would overshoot, so nothing really of concern for policymakers.
All right, thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. That was Jenna Dagenhart in New York.